Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store. As it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Carolina Panthers. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Here we go. 33, yellow. Yellow, blue. Edo blue. Check,
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now he'll tuck this and run. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
That's an early scramble to be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
In motion goes the tight end.
Ready?
2nd and 5. This complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Right. 40,
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that point from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
2nd and 9.
Here we go, set. Hey, black, 95.
They'll send the tight end in motion.
Blue striker.
2nd and 9 now. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before it gets into enemy territory. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Claude Ray. Ready.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Short throw, he's got Kraft. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there, and if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
22 needle. Ready. Switch. Yellow. Set.
They'll run. It's Brashard Smith. Oh, he's heading off the football. Put it on the carpet. And it's picked up by the Panthers. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready. And above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
70 Lions. Drop 50. Drop. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's across midfield. Now inside the 25. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Jimmy Horn Jr., 76 yards. And the Panthers will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Fight. Black. 95. Black. Red. Ready?
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Pulled in at the 24. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Looking to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Okay, ready?
That's good for a Panthers 1st down.
Go!
1st and 10.
They're going to look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hubbard. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Well, he can be a load to handle off the edge, and he can do it against the pass. Sure, he can do it against the run like he did there.
And you mentioned a load. How about having to adjust to his speed as well? Because not only does he bring some pop, he brings some dash as well. A nice play on that situation.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
70 Lions. Ready,
A play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 23. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Tag! 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll set up to throw. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Ready, set.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Mustang 19. Here we go, here we go. Cougar 19.
Back to throw. For Kenner here, it's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
70 Hawks.
Back to throw again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Panthers take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Then he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Second and 15. That's taken in by Kraft. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
They'll look to throw. And they'll find his man, Kraft. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Tucker Kraft, 57 yards. And the Eagles have got it back to within a score. To try here for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Panthers 14, Eagles 7. Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. They'll toss this right side to Hubbard. And he'll get it out to midfield. It's spotted right in midfield at the 50. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Good running right there. And this is a man that was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Here we go, Scott. Riggs, Panther 11, Panther 11.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Chuba Hubbard. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held him to an okay game.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 3rd catch of this 1st half for him, and this one is a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Get it. Bronco 80. Ready, right?
A give running right. It's Hubbard. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Here we go, here we go. Ready?
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
Draft 1918. 19 sight. 1979 Broncos. Ready?
He'll look to throw. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Panthers go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
Oh, good-looking return set up here. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp. and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And fights through one man. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Black Ultra. Let's go.
An 8-yard
Black,
pickup.
95.
And an Eagle first down.
Black blue. Blue striker. White, white. Black shot. Ready?
He'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Yellow. Down. Drill green. 52 blue. Go pink. Red. Cycle. Cut.
They'll look to throw here. This is Smith with a grab. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
Blaster. 6. Zoom black. Needle blue. Set. Go.
Back to throw now on first down. That is incomplete.
Well, momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Ready. 45. White. Ready. Ready.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Okay. Ready.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Come on. Set. 10 black. Ready, ready. 6, red, red, yellow. Set, cut.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking left side, he's got a man. That's Smith. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Trouble, 38. Ready?
Barkley, inside handoff. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Second down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5.
Here we go. Set. Black 40. Gun red. Claws red. Striker. Cut.
They'll set up a throw. For the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick is indeed good. And that will do it for this first half.
21, Eagles 10. Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game. I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second. The defense, they brought the house. That O-line, they were overwhelmed.
To put it mildly, because they didn't have enough bodies to block all the guys that came at them. Their best move, how they would have been better served, just turn around and yell, "Look out!" Because here they come.
Throw left side complete. That's Hubbard. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stopped him short.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, you take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because
through the middle of the field, he's on his way. Saquon Barkley, touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, 77 yards. And the Eagles are back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 24-17.
Eagles 17. Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now we'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. It's a 6-yard pickup and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. A big play there for Carolina. 55 yards.
First down.
Here we go. Here we
First
go.
and goal at the 4-yard line.
Off the option, that's complete. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Jimmy Horn Jr., his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to extend their lead. On is Fitzgerald now for the PAT. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And he returns this to the 22. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. It really doesn't get much easier than the last drive. One play, and they took it all the way to the house on the touchdown run.
And you know how many times we talked about that's exactly how they drew it up? Because essentially every play that's drawn up in an offensive playbook, if everyone does their job perfectly, should go for a touchdown, right? That's one that actually did. Give a little credit to those big fellas up front, too. They sprang their man for not only a big gain, but 6 points. I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Red, yellow, let's go now. Soft, yellow, 22. Set.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and
They'll run it again with Barkley. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 128 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here.
Set. Black. Next, going to be red. Opposite. Green. Set.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. A handoff to Barkley. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley.
Ready.
They'll give it to him up the middle. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end, and that play going nowhere. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Real green. Set cut. Blue 32. Smash red. Black ultra. Set cut.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. He gets this one to Hubbard, complete. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Panthers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Fitzgerald now for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Edo blue. Yellow. Hut.
Back to throw here. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
White. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Barkley is into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And that will cut this lead down to 13.
Panthers 37, Eagles 24. Mitch Wishnowsky
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Let's go now.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
And the Panthers, first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
19, touch, 60 vices, 60 vices. Go.
Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Looking on the side, and he's got him in. That's Hubbard. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I never asked for help.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Cowboy 80. Ready?
They'll set up to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jihad Campbell. And the Eagles are right back in this football game.
Okay, ready?
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Short throw. He's got Kraft. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Smith up the middle. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Still going inside the 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick 6 will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really, you're almost at the point of no option. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense call, able to make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, 7-5, go!
They'll try and throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good.
Eagles 24.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
That one complete down the field to Smith. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's another first down on a big gainer there, 33 yards.
A gain of 33 yards on the play. First down,
33.
Philadelphia.
Ready?
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
At the 2-yard line.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Ready, ready. Pitch, slide, blue. Ultra, go ultra. Set.
They'll look to throw again. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Second and goal from the 1. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he'll get nothing out of that one. This likely a must-have. Third and goal. They're going to look to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. From a yard out. And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. And racing going 3 wide is a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Picked off by J.C. Horn.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And the Panthers are going to recover here, and that should be enough to get them the victory. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
18, Pioneer, 79 Broncos. Let go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Tag. Bronco 80.
They'll drop the throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here we go. Here we go.
A give up the middle, Hubbard. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Chuba Hubbard with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Panthers have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
Eagles 30.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division, but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. But they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a camera on this one. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Caught it up. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
Well, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
Black shot. Drill green. Blue, go. Hut.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merritt. And the Panthers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, one win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gunn. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.
Life can be tough, so I need you more and more. You need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I'll be alright. In my dreams, you need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I'll be alright. In my dreams.
Hey yo, my new thing is I don't want you round if you useless. I make a living rhyming, same job as Dr. Seuss's. People only give to give back, that's recoupment. Always have their two hands out, like they. My new thing is you ain't even gotta be my new chick. You can just pull up and hang out and be a new friend. Or I can show you how to train the dragon like. And either way, it ain't gotta be love.
What is this love? What are we waiting for? Life can be tough, so I need you more and more. You need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I'll be alright. In my dreams, you need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I'll be alright. In my dreams.
Yeah. So every morning after snoring, yes, I yearn for you. Thought it wasn't super serious, but now it's too much. I got a disease, so please let go with the clutch. You got the pedal to the metal and you're revving me up.
So slow down, I got a 2-car garage, or we can go and make sounds that.
Call you Dale, cause you weren't hearts. I'll be Tracy Chapman in a fast car.
What is this love? What are we waiting for? Life can be tough, so I need you more and more. You need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I'll be alright. In my dreams, you need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I'll be alright. In my dreams.
All right, partner. Keep on rolling.